What are you doing, man? Stop it. You're crazy. Get out of here. Stop it. Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew coming at you. And this one we're going to talk about what you don't want to do in Sweden. Don't do it. Don't you do it. So I thought I'd put this together as like a fun list of cultural things that you could do that would be seen as weird. And let's maybe say you're coming to visit a friend or you're coming to Sweden for the first time. You don't want to be that guy. So I'm going to make sure you're not that guy. Number one, first thing I got to say is don't get caught standing in line. There are so many cases where I needed to talk to somebody. And how they typically do it in Sweden when you have to talk to someone, even in service, is you'll have to click a number, you'll hit a button, you'll get a number, and then you just wait till your number's called. And they especially do it so much more now with COVID and everything going on. I can't tell you how many times when I first came to Sweden, I was standing in line for no reason, only to find out later on that I had been standing in that line the whole time just to push a button and stand in line some more. They do a lot of things like the DMV here as far as waiting for things, but it's kind of nice because in Sweden we do that on purpose because we don't want to talk. We try to avoid talking to people as much as possible if not needed. Okay, number two, don't go to a party and just expect there to be alcohol there. Like if you come from the States, yeah, you can get invited and sometimes it usually means that there'll be alcohol there for you to have a drink. But in Sweden, not the case. On top of that, you got to sort out your alcohol beforehand. You don't want to create the party foul of you don't have any alcohol and all you can go do is go to a regular store and get some 3.5 alcohol. You don't want to be that guy either at the party. That's not necessarily cool. So you have to plan when you are going to drink. You have to decide how many beers you exactly want beforehand. You got to go pick it up and do not try to do it on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday because Sweden has crazy laws with their alcohol and when you can get alcohol. It closes on Saturdays usually around 3 o'clock, I believe. And then on Sundays it's closed. And it closes at weird times throughout the week. So you just always want to make sure you know. And if it's a holiday, hey, no way it's going to be open. So you got to sort that out. I don't care if it's Christmas. I don't care if it's New Year's. I don't care what the holiday is. If you try to show up there when it's a red day, you ain't getting yourself beer. You ain't getting yourself liquor. So it's going to be less of a fun time. So get that out of the way. On top of that, you want to show up to the party on time. I can't tell you how many times I did this because a lot of times 7 o'clock means get there at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and you show up to a party a little bit fashionably late because no one wants to be the first person to show up to a party. That's happened to me before where like literally hundreds of people were going to be there and I showed up and I was like the first person. Oh, I made it look like I had nothing going on in my life. I felt so lame at the time. But in Sweden, people like to actually start things and end things on time. So the difference is if you get invited to a party at 7, but it's like that kind of a party where people are supposed to show up at a specific time, there's probably something fun that is planned that everybody needs to do at the same time. And you're going to show up there and the party's already going to be happening and everybody's just going to look at you. It's not going to be that cool. So don't get involved in that. Ew, man, take off your shoes. This is like such a, stop it. In Sweden, you got to take off your shoes as soon as you enter the house. But be careful you don't wear a pair of socks with holes in it because people are going to be seeing your feet. I've had some holy socks, before. And yeah, you just got to rock with the holes out. Your toes are sticking out. You made a mistake. Boom, you're at a party. Yeah, you don't want to be the guy caught with like one toe out of the sock walking around the party that way. It's not so cool. So get accustomed to taking off your shoes. On top of that, make sure your feet are in good order. They better not be stinky because otherwise everyone's going to be screwed up with your stinky feet. So take care of your feet, clean them, wear some cool socks. You can wear some funny socks if you want to here in Sweden. People don't care about that. But wear shoes. Don't be crazy. The next one. If you're not recycling in Sweden, if you're that guy just throwing stuff in the trash for no reason when there's a way to recycle, that is so uncool because in Sweden we have so many easy ways to recycle. You can recycle cans in the actual machines at these grocery stores where you actually get money back, which is pretty sweet, by the way. But you can also see every apartment complex basically has like a recycling center or housing and community has it, and they got it for everything. They got it for metal, they got it for plastic, paper, you name it. If you can recycle it, you can do it in Sweden. We recycle the food even. We make that fuel for the buses. So we got it all covered. So there's really no excuse to like not recycle. Yeah, maybe it's hard sorting the stuff out, but come on. It's 2021. It's not that tough. Set a reminder on your phone. Get it done. Finally, when you talk to Swedes, talk normal, talk relaxed, but try not to talk so loud. We always talk loud as Americans, so I'm at like a 9/10 right now for my YouTube video. You might want to come down to like a 7 or a 6. You want to ask your question to them. You don't have to speak super slowly or anything like that because most Swedes understand English, but do that. And then just be nice. Don't tell us like what's different about America, or don't tell us something that you think that could be different, because like that's what we all do. I mean, I dedicated a channel to it. So it's not that weird. It's just like maybe don't do it at that specific moment when you're traveling, which would be pretty cool. Finally, for everybody, learn to cut your own cheese. That's right, you're in Sweden, you got to cut your own cheese here. That's what we do. Do it in the right way. You don't want to have a ski slope. Sometimes my cheese goes like this, and then all of a sudden it's like this, and it looks like I'm skiing, and then I do TikToks about it, and then people make fun of me. So get used to cutting the cheese the right way, and don't you put another bread on top of your bread with cheese. You only get the bread and cheese. We're not making a bread and cheese sandwich here. Don't get yourself caught doing that, and you should be good. So, I feel I prepared you for all the important social stuff in Sweden to try to look and seem less weird. You're still going to seem weird. I'm weird too. Nothing we can do about it, but the first step is admitting that we have a problem. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Hej då!